This is Nigeria's first family health, lifestyle and entertainment radio station, 107.3 Darling FM. Hello and welcome to the world news. I am Chidera, Rosecamille, Aneke. Here are the headlines. Former Ohanese president condemns President Buhari for snubbing the Igbos in new service chief's appointment. Governor Hope Uzodinma threatens closure of markets if the leadership of Isamata fails to adhere to COVID-19 measures. Russia eases COVID-19 restrictions as cases fall. Details shortly. A former Ohanese Ndibo President Nyangodo has sarcastically stung President Buhari with a thank you message for snubbing the Igbo bloc in appointing new service chiefs. President Buhari, after many months of public pressure, sacked service chiefs and immediately replaced them with new ones. There was no appointee from the 5 eastern states. According to Ngodo, in a terse reaction to the announcement, thanked the president for making the Igbo land feel once more that they are not fit to head any of the security services. Presidential advisor Femi Adesina in a TV program defended President Buhari's action and said security appointments need not satisfy the federal character principle enshrined in the 1999 Constitution. Borno State Governor Babagana Zulum has welcomed the appointment of new service chiefs by the President Muhammadu Buhari, promising to continue to support them in the ongoing fight against insurgency. Governor Zulum says he looks forward to working with the new appointees. According to him, President Buhari has done well in changing the service, but also hailed the outgoing service chiefs for their contribution to the development of the country.
Has an appointed time by God. It is. So therefore, we're wishing them all the best. And for those that are coming, or those that are recently being appointed, we are also wishing them good luck, especially General Irabo and Atahiru. Both have worked in the theater. Atahiru was a theater commander here. Irabo was a theater commander as well as the NJTF head in Jamaica. They have the experience. So, God willing, we can get maximum benefit from them.
Borno State Governor also tasked the new appointed service chiefs to put their best to get the desired result while assuring them of maximum support given to their predecessors. Oluzurume Cultural Union has condemned the unwarranted killing, maiming and harassment of innocent people in Orlu by the military and other security agencies. This was disclosed to journalists in Owerri, the state capital, by the chairman of the Oluzurume Cultural Union, Prof. Protus Uzoma. Protus called for peace, mutual coexistence so as to eschew sentiment bias and negative elemental interest to resolve the issue.
The killing that is prevailing, that is going on in Olu zone this moment is really uncalled for. If you know the people you are chasing, why not go after them and then allow the peace-loving people of Olu zone to have their peace? So we condemn this in totality and ask the government to take more proactive actions in making sure that this killing and victimization of Olu people stop. We call on the state governor as a matter of urgency ensure the immediate evacuation of military and paramilitary men from Olu to douse the tension, stop further harassment, intimidation, and psychological trauma of the people.
Also speaking, a member of the union, Chief Chris Ejike, stated that instead of this mode of transferred aggression to douse the tension, peace should reign instead.
Morning, I had about 2 different telephone calls from people that actually say to me, and it is being alleged that the security agencies are moving them house to house, fishing out people, which is replica of what happened at 2 people. I mean, this bloodletting should stop. An amiable governor, distinguished Senator Uzodinma, should make it a point of it that the military or the police or have no business entering people's house. They don't have that mandate. It's a violation of people's fundamental human rights. If whatever you are looking on the street, you don't get it. You don't get it at a roundabout. Anything that is outside normal will not be allowed. Our governor is the chief security officer of the state. The box should stop as it's step.
They drew the attention of Governor Hope Uzodimma to the efforts of the Southwest and some other northern governors in establishing their people and environment in putting to an end the activities of killer herdsmen, which is the crux of the matter, and urged the governor to act now. Imo State Chairman of Niger Traders Ibrahim Abdul Kadiri Dangali has demanded for proper investigation that will unravel the circumstance surrounding the killings of some of their members in Orlo. Dangali, who spoke to journalists at Amausa Owerri while receiving the corpse of the slave traders, requested Governor Hope Uzodimma's government to institute a high-powered panel that will officials the perpetrators. He recalled that this is not the first nor second innocent traders being attacked with their wares and shops being burnt, but expressed gratitude to Imo State Governor, whom the Honorable Commissioner for Trade and Commerce, Simeon Egwebulam, and the leadership of Isamata, Emma Ezanoche, who were ably represented by Chief David Okoko. Chief Okoko, who expressed sadness over the killings, noted that Nigeria remains one, whether Hausa or Igbo, and charged them to remain law-abiding as Governor Hope Uzodimma-led administration will do all within his power to restore normalcy, peace and tranquility for a peaceful coexistence. As the global pandemic takes its second wave, Governor Hope Uzodimma has threatened closure of markets if the leadership of his Samata fails to roll on COVID-19 measures. President of his Samata, Honorable Emmanuel Ezanoche, who spoke at the official inauguration of a 5-man task force in each of the Imo markets, disclosed that the fight must be concerted. He noted that the Imo State government, who embarked on random tests in some markets, revealed that the pandemic is here now, hence quick action is demanded. Secretary of Isamata, Chris Juru, pointed out dangers of non-compliance and reminded members of each task force that offenders are to pay 20,000 naira to the state. Speaking on behalf of the newly inaugurated members, Christian Ohakwe pledged on behalf of the others that their call to duty will be of service and pleaded with the governor to assist Samata to provide needed tools to work with. Benue State Governor Samuel Ortom has tested positive for COVID-19. In a statement by his Chief Press Secretary, Teve Akase, says the governor's results turned positive after a close aide also returned positive in the last few weeks. He noted that the governor did not show any symptoms of COVID-19 but has already commenced treatment as prescribed by medical personnel. Akase called on those who came in contact with the governor for a COVID-19 test to ascertain their status. Governor Ortom urged Benue people to continue to observe the protocol for the prevention of COVID-19, such as wearing face masks, use of sanitizers, regular hand washing, and physical distancing. He also encouraged residents of the state not to be afraid of going for the COVID-19 test, as only doing so would help in containing the spread of the virus. This is 107.3 Darling FM Owerri. If you are just joining us, you are listening to the world news. In the news, former Ohanese president condemns President Buhari for snubbing the Igbos in new service chief's appointment. Governor Hope Uzodimma threatens closure of markets if the leadership of Isamata fails to adhere to COVID-19 measures. Still to come, Russia eases COVID-19 restrictions as cases fall. Still ahead is business and entertainment. Stay tuned.
Missed any of the developing stories during the week? Do you want to get up to speed with the news? Tune in to the People's Radio 107.3 Darling FM at noon every Saturday for the Week in Review. The Week in Review, reminding you of the week's stories today.
Thank you for staying with us here on 107.3 Darling FM. Now, the rest of the news. Russia's capital, Moscow, has announced a further easing of COVID restrictions, citing the improving health situation, even as many countries tighten antivirus measures. Moscow Mayor Sergei Sobyanin announced the changes as European nations look to tighten their borders, with Britain struggling to counter a brutal third wave and the Netherlands facing riots over coronavirus curfew. From today, bars, restaurants and nightclubs which previously were required to close by 11 p.m. will be able to remain open through the night, though they will still have to enforce social distancing and sanitary guidelines. Employers will no longer be obliged to ensure that at least 30% of their staff are working from home, with the implementation of work from home rules now at the discretion of companies and organizations. Moscow mayor's announcement made no mention of public gatherings, with a ban on mass rallies apparently remaining in place. In business, Nigeria Customs Service says reduction in the duties on vehicles and tractors from 35 to about 10% may take off next week. Comptroller General of Customs Hamid Ali, who disclosed this to journalists in Abuja, said the management of the service was expecting an official communication from the Finance Ministry on the matter any moment from now. He said the vehicle tariff reduction as contained in the 2020 Finance Act was initiated by the Nigeria Customs Service to ease the cost of transportation in Nigeria. He, however, noted that the service would need certain inputs from the African Continental Free Trade Agreement Secretariat, such rules of origin as this should not be left to chambers of commerce alone, adding that the NCS should be part of the team. In entertainment, Nollywood actor Ernest Asuzu has passed on. The actor died after he suddenly slumped. President of the Actors Guild of Nigeria, Emeka Rollers, who confirmed this in a TV program, said Asuzu died while he was rushed to the hospital after he slumped, but died before they got to the hospital. I beg your pardon. President of the Actors Guild of Nigeria, Emeka Rollers, confirmed this in a TV program and said Asuzu died on his way to the hospital after he slumped. Before his death, the actor battled with health challenges including stroke, which kept him out of the limelight. Popularly described as El Cream, Asuzu began his acting career in the 90s and rose to prominence after he starred in the 1997 classic Nollywood movie Rituals. He's also known as one of the bad boys of Nollywood for playing the roles of a bad boy in hitman movies. He also ventured into music in recent years and released an album titled The Truth in 2020. And that's the world news as produced by Ezine Glory Alozie. You can reach our news desk for coverage and eyewitness reports on 0818 732 5104 or send an email to darlingfmnews@gmail.com. You can also listen to Darling FM from anywhere in the world. Go to www.darlingfm.ng and click to listen. Stay safe and don't forget to wash your hands with soap under running water and use a face mask if you must go out. I am Chidera, Rosecamille, and Aneke. News update is at 5 p.m. Good afternoon.